Good day, everyone. This is me again, Hart, for another video. And for today, we're going to talk about greed. So, this is again from the book of Ryan Holiday, The Daily Stoic. So, I will be reading the passage said by Ryan Holiday. In the financial disaster of the late 2000s, hundreds of smart, rational people lost trillions of dollars worth of wealth. How could such smart people have been so foolish? These people knew the system, knew how the markets were supposed to work, and had managed billions, if not trillions, of dollars. And yet, almost to a person, they were wrong, and wrong to the tune of global market havoc. It's not hard to look at that situation and understand that greed was some part of the problem. Greed was what led people to create complex markets that no one understood in the hope of making a quick buck. Greed caused other people to make trades on strange pools of debt. Greed prevented anyone from calling out this situation for what it was, a house of cards just waiting for the slightest breeze to knock it all down. It doesn't do you much good to criticize those folks after the fact. It's better to look at how greed and vices might be having a similar effect in your own life. What lapses in judgment might your vices be causing you? What sicknesses might you have? And how can your rational mind step in and regulate them? So, after reading this passage, I honestly can't even think of any specific thing to add from what Ryan Holiday has explained in this part of his book. But if I will be focusing on greed itself, then maybe I could add something. So this is completely spontaneous as I have been over the videos that I have made in the past. And I think what Ryan Holiday wants us is reminding us that it's easy to look at what other people or specifically greedy people has been doing or what they've done. But it's harder if we recognize the things that we do that can also be classified or recognized as a greedy action or greed itself. And specifically, what he has said was about vices. And it's not just about the vices, the common vices that we have, which is drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, using or abusing substance or substance abuse, and other drug related vices. We can also have it or we can also consider consuming social media 8 hours a day maybe or even more, and having those in your day-to-day life, scrolling in your day-to-day life, doom scrolling, can also be considered as a vice. And if we are not aware of that greed within that vice that we are currently doing, then we are robbing ourselves from the reality. The reality that we would have a much more we would have much more control in our lives if we spend less time on social media and looking at what other people are doing. And where does greed come into that play or into that situation? I honestly don't even know. But if I were to think of it, hmm, maybe greed greed can be related in scrolling in social media or spending a lot of time scrolling through social media. I think it's one thing something but not really doing or taking take doing the effort that it takes for you to achieve something, because it's easy to look at other people and desire or ach- aspire to achieve what someone you've watched has done and posted in their feed, but it's harder to really do it for yourself. So I think greed comes into play when we want it easy. We want it in the short term. We want it now. And I've also experienced that. I am currently experiencing that. Even though I'm approaching to 100 videos of YouTube videos, I feel like I should have gained a lot of subscribers by now because I've consistently been posting. Yet I always go back to the reason why I started this post everyday posting, or posting one video each day. It is to practice my articulation of my thoughts, and be able to articulate it and let those thoughts flow freely through my mouth and spontaneously also, and at the same time share wisdom that I've learned. So if we look at my situation, if I focused on being greedy, wanting it all easy right now, then I would not be achieving those two things. Although I am achieving the second thing, which is sharing wisdom each day. But in the first one, if I really want to become articulate, I know that I will undergo a lot of, or will need to make more videos and speak a lot more, maybe write more of the thoughts that I have and really articulate as to as to how much I have already learned, and what extent I have the knowledge in a particular thing, and be able to share it to the viewers. So I think if I would to wrap all of this up, greed is really a hell of a trait or thing we have in life. And if you find yourself being greedy, wanting things in an unethical way, or wanting it immediately, then you would not, if you're dreaming of a long term success, long term wealth, then being greedy is not the way. And it all translates in other areas of your life. So I exceeded in the 5 minutes that I've set for myself to make videos, but I think that would be all for this video. If you have any comments or any feedback about this video, you can comment on the comment section below. And if you like this video, you can like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, if you want more wisdom coming right at you, then see me on the next video. Goodbye.